Hey guys, welcome back to Astral Diaries. Just a quick video here. Just a heads up, this will not be about astral projection OBs, a little bit. Mainly, this will be about an author that I basically followed, if you want to call it followed. This is like mid-90s, so an author who I really respected, read his books, and actually really studied a lot of his teaching. And as a teenager. Okay guys, I just came from a walk. And actually I thought about this during my walk. I wish I kind of did it during a walk, but I wanted to kind of show you guys the visuals. So I'm doing it here in this setting. These are some of my artworks as a teenager. I also liked, what was her name? Robin Raven or something, the author of Writing a Broomstick or something. You know, I read some of her stuff. I really enjoyed her artwork, this is inspired from one of her artwork. I literally copied what she did, and this is like some wizard poster that I had. But what I really want to talk to you guys about is Phillip Cooper. This author came across this book first, then this. These books, guys, very rare. Last I just looked, this is anywhere from $300 to $2,000 on eBay. This is like over $100. This is probably at least $100 too. So I came across this book first. The reason I want to do this video, guys, if you're a subscriber to Astral Diaries, you can watch this video. I mean, you might, enjoy it because it's kind of about that topic. Phillip Cooper, author that I really respected around that time. If I could give you guys 5 reasons why I kind of put out-of-body astral projection to the side, was him. He, in a book, I think in this book, he mentions that it's just an imagination, hallucination, whatever, and I had many other reasons, starting college, stuff like that. But that was one of them reason because I really respect his teachings at the time. But guys, what I want to do was, I really want to focus on this book. Well, this is like a short version of this book. And then this is kind of like same concept. But this book, guys. So over the years, I've gone online to see if Phillip Cooper has a website, has some type of YouTube channel that I can follow. I never saw the guy's face. Recently, I saw a video where I saw his face on one of his older books. Never knew what the guy looked like. But guys, here's what I want to do this video about. There are a lot of videos on this book where the guy is just talking about the book. Oh yeah, it's a good book to have, content, I have a second edition, a first edition, blah, 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 it goes for this much, it's a really good book, you should have it, blah, blah, blah. No one talks about what this book was teaching. And that's exactly what I'm gonna do, guys. This book teaches you some crazy stuff. And at that age, 16, 17 years old, a lot of the stuff was new to me. Nobody really talks about what this book really teaches and what was their success rate, failures with that. Like nobody, there's some videos where some guy, they're reading the book, a stress about how the subconscious mind, blah, blah, blah. Yes, this book is a lot about subconscious mind. But guys, this book literally teaches you, walks you through how to conduct a ritual, basically ritual magic, how to build it. Part of it will be physical. As I'll show you guys my sketches in the middle here of how mine looked. Part of it is imagination, visualization, where you build this thing and you work on it over months. If you follow the book like the author wants you, there's a lot of, you literally do this like every night. And nobody really talks about it. As a teenager, I had a job. I would come home like at 11 o'clock at night. And then I would do the exercise on this book. If you follow this channel, guys, Astral Diaries, this goes back to that same room, my grandma's house, where I learned astral projection OBs. That's where I was reading this book, Lucid Dream. And then this was another book. I've already reviewed these books. But it's the same room, guys. This is where everything happened. So this book literally teaches you how to conduct a ritual. Part physical, you're going to have an altar. By the way, I have not read this book in like over 20 years. Everything I'm telling you guys is like just from top of my head. You literally build it like an altar with 4 candles, 4 elements. And this book really stresses on the power of subconscious mind in combination with the 4 elements, you know, fire, air, earth, water. And basically, it teaches you how to do a ritual for a specific goal and have intention and have it come into reality. Basically, that's pretty much what this book is about. Now, it could be as simple as, you know, you wish to have an extra $500 or like a brand new silver Mercedes. This book literally teaches you how to put together a ritual to have that Mercedes literally show up in your doorstep. But at the same time, the book stresses it's belief, guys, to the degree that you believe it. Now, if you do your ritual and you actually, absolutely, with no shadow of a doubt, believe that you will have that silver Mercedes at your doorstep within the timeline that you give yourself. This book literally teaches you, you do like a ritual over 7 days and then give yourself a deadline. And by the end of that deadline, that goal will appear. That's how powerful this book is. To the degree that you believe it. Now, if you don't believe that you're going to have that silver Mercedes show up in front of your door, then it wouldn't work. So that's why you want to start with smaller things, which is what I did. You know, I kind of tested it out on like a smaller goal. And you know what, guys? Just like magic, it happened. It was a very small, easy goal. I told my uncle, and he was like, he ruled it as a coincidence. And then I as a 16, 17-year-old, guys, there's not a lot of goals. I remember at that time, I was living at my grandma's. I wish we had a bigger home, like my family, my parents and brothers, where we could have our rooms, you know, or like a car. You know, there's not a lot of big goals. And at that age, your goals are very kind of limited. And then what happened was, guys, as I studied, came to the very end of my studying, I had to move. Like my mom and dad separated. My mom got this house closer to my grandma's. I had to move. And then when I went to the new room, by then, this book really stresses the power of subconscious mind, along with the elements, planetary energies and stuff like that, on basically how to do all this stuff, okay? And you know what? The whole subconscious mind was something new to me. It was introduced to me actually by this book. And then later on, I got exposed to some other stuff like affirmations and visualization, and people like Marshall Silver, who did a program in the 90s, people like Brian Tracy. Basically, it came to the point where, like, you know, it's not like I doubt what this book teaches. I felt like if you want to tap into your subconscious mind, there's other ways to do it, basically. You know, you can do through affirmations and visualization, positive thinking. But at the end of the day, guys, this book literally teaches you how to conduct a ritual using your subconscious mind with the power of the 4 elements. Actually, let me show you guys my sketches. So here it is. 2 sketches. So what I want to do, guys, if you're a student of Phillip Cooper, in the comment, what I'm interested from you guys, put down your success, failures, basically your experience with the book. Because at that time, I remember I wrote the author a couple times. He wrote back to me. And I wish there was a community of us students where we could talk and share ideas. This is before social media and everything. So if you're a student of Phillip Cooper, guys, drop in a comment, tell me your experiences. So here's, based on this book, kind of like what, there was like you would open up a temple, and then there was like an inner temple. So this is, you would open this up, you know, the 4 elements, the stars, and you had like your sword and your like a cup and like a wand for each element. And you would open this up, and then from here, then you would go to the inner temple where you had the 4 doors of the 4 elements. So this book literally teaches you guys to put a goal in here, which is a representation of your subconscious mind. These are the 4 elements, and this is like the all power, God, whatever you want to label it. You literally put a goal in here, just have it go to 4 directions, like all, and then that goal is supposed to turn into reality. You do the ritual over like 7-10 days, you give it a deadline, and by the end of it, that goal is supposed to come into reality, guys. That's basically what this book teaches. Now, the author says that he said that he's never failed. I remember specifically there's a part of the book where he said, you know, he's always reached his, whatever intention he had, he always reached it. So guys, nobody, like everybody talks about this. Oh yeah, you know, this is a really good copy. It's a good copy to have. Everybody should have it. Oh, you know, it's really expensive. Like no, nobody really breaks it down like I did. This, like I just did, guys. This book literally teaches you how to do a ritual, have a goal, give it a deadline, and just have that literally like magic appear. It could be, like I said, as simple as an extra $500 or a silver Mercedes. That's what this book is about. All of his books, man. These 3 books. That's what it is. Now, I know what you think of, okay, like I told you guys, for me at that age, you know, I had to move out of that room. When I did try to continue my studying in the new room, the layout of it was just different. Nothing felt the same. I started college, all the new responsibilities where you pick your own classes, going out, turning 18, you know, girlfriend, all that stuff just kind of like really distracted me. But I always kind of hold on to these books. So once again, guys, if you're a student of Phillip Cooper, drop in. Let me know, you know, share your experience. What did you do? You know, how many success rates you had with when you conducted your rituals and you put your goal in here and you know how to go to 4 directions, like this book explains what happened. I got 1 hit, the other one was just too big. The goal was too big. I had a hard time believing it. And then around that time, I had to move out of the room. So that's it, guys. Just to wrap up, the only way I can link this to Astral Projection OB is that this author didn't believe in it. And as someone who I really respect at the time, it affected me, you know. And now later on, fast forward, if you followed my channel, I lost my father in 23, got back into Astral Projection OBs. I've literally stood in front of my father, seen him, talk to him, you know. My channel has a list of verified Astral Projection OBs where you can watch where somebody's been able to verify a number, license plate, you know. There's like over 40 of them. You can watch that. But there's the cat. I guess I can wrap up, guys. I just gave you food. Okay, anyways, guys, Astral Diaries, channel of Astral Projection OBs. Support the channel, like, share, subscribe. This was specifically about this book. Again, Phillip Cooper students, please drop, comment, let me know. Just watch this video and give me your feedback. Thanks.